Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And on the hill for the Phillies, Aaron Nola. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Trent Grisham, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Top of the first, just getting started here in Philadelphia. And that is out of play. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch.
Turner, off-balance feed, there's one. On the first, save. So they get one, but a really nice try there. One out, man at first. Here's Judge now. And Judge takes a strike. Just missed. Bellinger goes. Pitch outside. Realmuto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. Man at second. Base hit. Bellinger on his way home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they've taken the lead here in Game 2.
Always feels good when you come through.
Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Tim Meza.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark. And you help to quiet that down a little bit.
Just missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers.
Turner over to stop for 1, and that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs, inning over. We go to the bottom of the first, and taking the ball for the Yankees, Garrett Cole. What do we have on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Here's Bryce Harper. Foul ball there. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Room, and he makes the catch.
Batting second, shortstop Trey Turner.
Late on that fastball.
He's really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One down. Phillies down a run.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Batting third, designated hitter
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boo. Light tower power?
that's right.
Ball one. Ball two.
Just off the inside edge. Swing and a miss. And now it's 3-2. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Game 2 of the World Series. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball in.
In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. Here's a 2-0.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Real Muto takes it in for the out. One down.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Now pitching.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Jonathan Bowman.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And first offering is fouled off.
Nope. That's inside.
Bowman measures 6 feet 6 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Here's a 1-2. He hauls it in, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And he boots it.
It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
Check swing on a 1-0. Appeal to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. On the ground. Boom. Whips it to first. Inning over. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the second. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Grisham sprinting for this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Center fielder, Brandon Mark.
Aye. That's a ball.
That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And here is Sosa to the plate.
Hey.
Fly ball down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. The 0-2. Runner on the go. Called strike 3. Throw to second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Chisholm gets him easily, ends the inning. Back at Citizens Bank Park, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Caballero.
Ball, that's in. Hey!
That's off the inside corner. Ball 2. Late on that fastball.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Jesus Luzardo taking over on the mound.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
In there, and it's 0-1. Swings through that one. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. What a stop. Over to first. In the dirt, he picks it. And that's a great play. 2 down, bases empty. Here comes Belly to take his cuts. He's 0 for 1.
That's a ball. Ball, that's in.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Phillies, JT Realmuto. Fouled off down the right side. Fouled off. He was late. Judge takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Right back to him on the mound. Fires over to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. So the Philly batting order turns over. Here comes Bryce Harper. 0 for 1. Popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. And a foul ball. Breaks his bat and pops it up. And the inning is over. Game 2 of the World Series. As we go to the top of the 4th. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. And
off the plate, ball 1
to Judge.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
That one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. And Judge is down on strikes. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Up next.
First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Ball, that's low.
One out and a runner at second here in Game 2 of the World Series. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike one. On the ground, right side. Stop over to first in time. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Ball.
And another ball.
That's just out.
Out to short. Inning over. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Bottom of the 4th, Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. Pulls that one foul.
You know, these Phils, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
0-2 now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
There you go.
Swing, tried to hold up. Now it appeal to third. Nope, he held back.
Ball.
You know, being aggressive can be a little tricky. You want to have confidence up there, but sometimes hitters fall into the trap of being overconfident, thinking they can hit anything, and that can lead to a lot of mistakes.
That
That's
misses.
ball 3.
Ball 3. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. And that's in for a strike. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And he walked him.
Ball 4. Take your base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And here comes Alec Bohm. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Just missed.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Schwarber over at first with 1 away. Caballero looks to second. That's
He's
one.
out.
Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Back here in Philadelphia and stepping in for the Yankees, Ryan McMahon.
Hey.
In the air to left center. Sosa coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher Austin Wells.
Tap foul at the plate. Just
that's
missed.
outside.
And there's a base hit to left. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop.
And up next for New York, Jose Caballero. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Up the middle, Turner. Over to Stock for one. Over to first,
he's in there.
safe.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder, Trent Grisham.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Late swing, foul to the left. Runner takes off. Pitch
Ball,
misses.
that's outside.
No throw, safe at second.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely, and now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Next
Ball,
offering
that's
misses.
inside.
Ball three. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're at the top of the 5th. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies.
Inside, ball 1. Ball 2.
Cut on and missed. Good change up right there. And a count 2-1. Swing and a grounder, foul first base side. Comes a 2-2. And it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Late swing, fouled off. The 0-1. Bellinger settles under this one. Takes it in for the out. So now with one away and a man at second. Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And the 0-1. Late with the swing there.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Tying run and scoring position. Last half of inning number 5. Trying to check his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Man at second. Could be extra bases. Runner around third. He'll score and then tie it. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Driving it to the opposite field gap. Got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
And that's fouled off. And that one fouled off. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Up next for the Phillies,
Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Pitch kicks away. And the runner holds.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, top 6. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Throws to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And that one is lifted in the air. 2 down.
One place to start in terms of turning the offense around is pitch selection. I think if they get a little more selective about what pitches they're going after, we'll start seeing better contact.
Rice,
That's a
the
ball.
next to hit, takes ball 1.
Hey.
Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Line drive, base hit. Here comes the runner. Here's the throw. Safe. And they take the lead.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall.
Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Orion Kerkering.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Comes up empty.
He's clearly out there throwing pitchers' pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
Foul ball still 0-2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
This one in the air right field. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Here comes Jazz, and he scores. The throw to second is offline.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Ryan McMahon now. On the corner for a strike. 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 2 of the World Series. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. one out the opposite way, and they add a couple more. It's 5-1. Just missed.
Outside.
4 runs already in the frame, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Looks like he wants the signs again. The 1-0.
Hey!
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Sosa under it. And that is that. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 5-1. This is the World Series on the show. Bottom of the 6th inning. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Bryce Harper. Gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Phillies finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
And a big swing and a miss. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The 1-1. Fouled off left side. Two on the way. Bellinger settles underneath it. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Schwarber now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Harper at first, 1 gone.
Ball.
And 1-2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
This one's smoked on its way out of here. He circles the bases, and they cut it to the lead. It's 5-3.
That's some Schwarber power for you right there. Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
0-1.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Phillies, left fielder Edmundo Sosa.
Fernando Cruz will take over here.
Still a lot of games. Left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
In the dirt, the Yankees holding on to a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th.
Hey!
The 1-1. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Man on second, 2 down. In the dirt. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout. Back at Citizens Bank Park, top of inning number 7.
Really important time for a shutdown inning. Last thing they want to do is give up the runs they just scored. Man, that'll steal the momentum. They're hoping to make quick work of this half inning.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Stott over to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Jose Alvarado.
46, Jose Alvarado.
Misses
Ball,
off
that
the
pitch is
plate.
out.
And that's ball 1. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder Cody Bellinger.
Yeah! Ball, that's out.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2. Line drive, and a base hit right there. And that gives Aaron Judge a chance to hit with 2 out.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Judge in the box now, no balls and a strike. Pitch out, but no action.
Ball.
Bellinger, the runner at first with 2 gone. Judge comes up empty there.
Well, and those hitters count can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Bellinger goes on the ground to the left, and foul ball. The 2-2. Hard hit left side, and that's the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 7th, Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Just missed. That clips the corner. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Ball 2.
One away. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Check swing called strike. And that is strike 1. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Making a move at second base. Pinch running for the Phils, Justin Crawford. They'd like to cash in after the 2-out double, so a speed upgrade might help them. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Ryan Yarbrough.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Good job to fight that one off. The tying run at the plate.
Ball. That's inside.
That's
nope,
a really good take.
The Yanks trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the late stages of Game 2. Judge really on his horse for this one. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Game 2 of the World Series. We go to the 8th. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. The other way, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. There comes the throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman Jack Chisholm Jr.
In there at the knees. And it's 0-1. Just missed. So now 1-2. To the right side, Harper takes it himself. First out in the top of the 8th. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
RBI knock for him last time. Now
out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Tanner Banks.
Well, this offense has great opportunity.
Up next, for the Yankees, third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
The Yankees going with a pinch hitter, Paul Goldschmidt. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. Intentional pass coming, bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base. So bases loaded. One away. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Ahmed Rosario, a critical at bat in this game for him.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open. Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
Chopped out in front of the plate. Fires home for one. Ow! The double play ends the inning and might have saved the game for them. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the 8th. Ray Turner stands in for the fifth. Jake Bird gets the call from the pen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Swing and a miss as he was late. Bird in his 4th year, 30 years old now, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2018.
What do you got?
Tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. Now he breaks his back. Goldie steps on the bag, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. The Phils down by a pair here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
That's a ball.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. And that should be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his 2nd extra base hit in this one. Really important at bat coming up now.
And now it's Alec Bohm. 0 for 3 in this one. Substitution now at second base. Here's the Phillies pinch runner, Stuart Baroa. They want his wheels out there after the one-out double. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. bases. Runner around third, on his way to the plate. In comes the run from second. Fires to second too late. Into second with a double, and that was hard hit. Looks like we've got a substitution at second. Pinch running for the Phils, Otto Kemp. A little more speed out there now, representing the tying run. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Ryan Weathers.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So the tying run at second. And now it's even up. Hit into the outfield. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play.
Huge at bat to bring home the tying run at this point in the game. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Digging in. And Mundo, intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility. With one away, runners at first and second.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Judge drifts towards it, and that's the third out. Back here in Philadelphia, all set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Zach Wheeler.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Swings through that one for strike one.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And it's 1-1.
Inside. That's ball two.
That one the other way, and now maybe extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stat.
A free pass coming with nobody out and the runner at second. Looks like they're shooting for the double play. Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish. Sliced hard but foul. Here comes the 0-1. In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. The 1-1. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. And that one becomes property of the beast. Cody Bellinger blasts one out. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 8-5. Bullpen for the Phillies, Andrew Painter.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
0-1.
On the ground to short, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Man at first. So up next for New York, Ben Rice.
Yeah, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Ground ball right side, stop. Over to Turner for one, and that's all they'll get.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
No, that's low.
Yankees up by 3 here in Game 2 of the World Series. And
outside, that's
ball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 2. That keeps the corner. Up the middle. Oh, a great flip. Here's one.
He's out.
A double play that was. Inning over. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Last chance for the home team. Justin Crawford stands in for the Phillies.
Ball.
That's ripped. Base hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, David Bednar.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
That's out.
Here's a 1-1.
Nope.
The Yankees trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the late stages of Game 2. Off the plate inside. 3-1. Foul ball there. Man at second. Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. Bryce Harper with a star scraper. And just like that, they're within a run. Lots of waving towels right now, and this place is rocking. Here's Trey Turner. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And missed it. 0-1. Back there. Out of here. And that ends the game. Wow. And the Phillies walk it off in game 2.
Well, in the postseason, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
And the final here today, 9-8. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.